Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning, ma'am.
Okay, we were doing absorption of water. If you remember, root pressure I had already discussed with you. Who will tell me what is root pressure quickly? How is root pressure developed? Tell.
When absorption of water continues but transpiration stops, root pressure develops.
Very good. See, someone else also. I mean, any one child more. Very good. Correct explanation. And how much does water travel with the help of root pressure? A lot or less?
Less.
So, is this mode successful for transport of water in large trees?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Yes, because it can travel only a few centimeters. Okay, beta. How much it can travel?
Few centimeters.
Centimeters. So we need another system for traveling of water in case it has to go large distances. Okay. And what is that second one called as? Transpiration pull. What is it called?
Transpiration.
Yes, the class has to start in such a way that I get to know that yes, you are there. Only me speaking nahi chalega. Okay. What is transpiration then? Let's go back to that. What is transpiration? Quickly tell me.
Loss of
Who will
water in gaseous form from leaves through stomata is called transpiration.
Yes. And water is lost in the form of which form? Liquid, gas, what?
Gaseous form.
Gas, vapors.
Water vapors. Yes. So this is what we call as transpiration. On your screen, I've shared transpiration. Pull something. Please read it for 2 minutes. Then let me explain it to you. Apart from root pressure, we have another principle which helps in transportation of water, and that is called as the transpiration pull. The principle of this pull, that is transpiration pull, works on two forces. What are the two forces you've just read?
Cohesive
Tell me,
force
it's on
and
your
additive
screen.
Evidence.
Yes, cohesive and adhesive. Cohesive is the attraction between the same type of particles. Water attracting water particles. So this would be what kind of a force? Cohesion or adhesion?
cohesion.
Cohesion.
Okay. And the force of attraction between, see, identical molecules. I think I got a bit mixed up. Identical molecules and non-identical molecules. What do you mean by identical?
Same.
Same.
Same molecules. Yes, same means same types. And non-identical means
Different.
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 so on the basis of whether the particles that are interacting are same or different, we have two types of forces, cohesive and adhesive forces. Remember, cohesive forces is attraction between same type of particles. Example in transpiration, water is being attracted. Cohesion is a force of attraction. Why? In transpiration, it is cohesion because identical molecules are what? This force of attraction between which particles? Water with water.
Water.
So that is cohesive. Force of attraction between two different types of molecules is known as adhesive force. For example, cohesion is water particles and adhesion is water particles and the lining of the water xylem, that is lignin. Okay. Supposing you just take it lining of the xylem vessels. So there are cells in the lining of the xylem vessels. There are water molecules. So they are different kind of particles. They are not same. So the force between them will be known as cohesion or adhesion.
Adhesion.
Yes, it is cohesion or adhesion, beta.
Adhesive.
Adhesion.
Chalo, let me revise it again with you. We are doing transpiration pull now. Transpiration pull is basically works on two forces. What are the two forces?
Cohesive and
Cohesive and adhesive.
Yes. What are cohesive forces?
force of attraction
Between same type
identical
of particles.
For example,
water and water.
Transpiration.
yes, transpiration. In which particles were similar where forces were exerted between them?
Water.
Water and water.
And what is adhesion?
Force of
Force of
attraction
attraction
between different
between
particles.
type of particles.
Okay. Now, since you know cohesion and adhesion, and I've told you that I've taken examples of water molecules in transpiration, and water molecules and the cells of the xylem in adhesion. Now, there is some figure on your screens and some matter also written. Just read 2 minutes quickly. Let's see what you have understood about transpiration pool. Though I know it would be a little difficult for you to comprehend what it is because you've not done it, but at least try. Relate it to the figure and then read.
Ma'am,
Yes, beta, what have you understood? Speak.
ma'am, according to this diagram, the water molecule is getting attracted to the lignified walls of xylem due to adhesive force. But as the other water molecules are also identical to the water molecule which was attracted by adhesive force. So cohesive force is being uh, applied to the other molecules and they are also getting attracted to that molecule which was being attracted by adhesive force. So a constant is being maintained, constant balance is maintained between the particles.
Very good. If you just see the figure, you'll be able to understand. Would anyone else also try? Anybody else? See, beta, if you see the figure, these are water molecules and these are the xylem vessels. So very clearly, there are two types of forces between them. Between water molecules, there must be which force?
Cohesive.
Cohesive.
See, between two circles inside the figure, between two circles, I have written cohesion. But between one water molecule and the walls of the xylem, there is which force?
Addition.
Adhesive.
Adhesive forces. So what will happen now? Due to adhesion, what will happen? The water molecules and the walls of the xylem, we have shown that one molecule is getting attracted. One molecule is getting attracted or it is getting pulled by towards what? Towards
Xylem.
see, the water molecule is being attracted. Yes, beta, it is being pulled by the wall of the xylem. The vessels of the xylem, the cells of the xylem. By which force?
Adhesive force.
Adhesive.
Very good. But the same molecule is also being attracted at the same time by another water molecule because of which force?
Cohesive force.
Cohesive.
Yes. So the entire water column, okay, entire water column, if you see, arises. So what is maintained is an entire water column. So these forces, they maintain a constant pressure. See now, again, can you see that figure, the molecule which is very close to the walls of the xylem? With the walls or the cells of the
Yes,
xylem,
ma'am.
which kind of forces there, children?
Adhesive.
Adhesive.
And पीछे एक और circle है छोटा सा, that is also exerting a force on that molecule. That is which force?
Cohesive.
Adhesive.
So between this molecule and this wall, there is adhesion. But this molecule is also being attracted by this force, this another water molecule. So this is cohesion forces. Both the forces, so the entire water column arises. These forces maintain a constant water column in xylem. Now what is happening is, this one is being attracted by this and this is being attracted by this. So this is how water will keep entering the xylem. Now there is another force, capillary force. Which force is this? Capillary force. This is something from your general awareness, daily life, something about a straw. Let's read it quickly. Capillary force. What is a capillary? What do you mean by capillary? Force to बाद में पढ़ेंगे. What is capillary?
Ma'am, it acts as a bridge between veins and arteries.
Huh. Anything which is a narrow tube. Science, when we say capillary, it means a narrow tube. It could be made up of any material, which are very good. So capillary, a narrow tube. So capillary force, force exerted by a narrow tube. I've tried to explain it to you with the help of a straw. Would you consider a straw as a capillary?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, because it's a narrow tube. So it's a straw is an example of capillary. Try to explain capillary force with the help of a straw. Read it very quickly. Let's discuss. Yes. Did we read something? Hmm?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
This one.
We have taken a narrow tube. Which narrow tube are we trying to understand for capillary force? From daily life, what example have we taken?
Straw.
Straw. Okay. If you have read, you tell me quickly. How many straws did I take?
2.
Two straws.
Two.
2 straws. What is the difference between both the straws that I've taken?
One is
One
thick,
Thin
has
and one is
one is thin.
bigger
Okay,
diameter, one
so
has small.
we are trying to understand something. That means, okay, we are trying to understand which force we are trying to understand.
Capillary force.
capillary force.
Capillary force. Okay. Which 2 straws I have taken? Very quickly.
One with bigger diameter, one with smaller.
And one is thin.
Okay. Now, when you will try and absorb water or any liquid with the help of these straws, what will you observe? That the level of water or any liquid, your Coke or Pepsi or whatever water you're drinking with the straw, the level will rise. In both the thick and the thin straws, same or will they be different?
Different.
Yes,
different.
they are going to be different. That is why when we started, we said we are going to take two different kinds of straws. One was thick and the other one was thinner one. We'll observe that the level of liquids will be different. How they are going to be different? In the thicker one, when I say thicker one, I mean which straw?
With
Straw with a bigger
the
diameter.
straw with
Bigger
a
diameter.
bigger diameter.
Straw with the bigger diameter. I do not mean the one which is made up of thick material. So when we say thick straw, I'm talking about the area of cross section. It should have which kind of a diameter?
Bigger
Big,
diameter.
bigger
Bigger
diameter.
diameter.
Bigger diameter. So please remember, when I say thick straw, I mean the bigger diameter. So the one which is thicker or the one which has a bigger diameter, the liquid will rise up. Okay, rise up to what? Rise up to a certain level. Fine, bachi. And in the thinner one, when I say thinner one, I mean what diameter?
Less diameter.
Less diameter. The liquid will rise to a higher level. So we took two straws. One was a thicker one. That means the diameter was
Bigger
more or
diameter.
less. Yes, and
More.
we took thinner straw. Thinner straw, the diameter was less. So
Less.
with both the straws, at the same time, we try and absorb water or any other drink. It will rise higher in which straw? Thicker one or thinner one?
Thinner one.
Thinner
Thinner
one.
Thinner one. That means where the diameter is less or more?
Less.
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 Yes. Okay. Now listen, beta. Now, what do we observe? Wherever the diameter is going to be less, the liquid is going to shoot up in higher speed or a higher level. We understand the higher the level, the thinner the diameter. Very simple concept. The less the diameter, the thinner is the straw, and the higher the water level is going to rise. This is a relationship. Thin straw, less diameter, higher water level rise. Now, the xylem vessels, beta, they are also made up of cells. Fine. And the walls of these cells, you know, the xylem vessels are made up of what? You've heard about xylem fibers, xylem tubes. You've done structure of xylem in 9th or 10th. Tell me.
Both the classes.
Both the classes. Chalo, that is nice. So let us have a very quick this thing. Now let's talk about xylem. Xylem is made up of cells. Xylem cells are there. Xylem vessels are made up of cells. And these cells have walls. These cells have prominent walls. So the walls of the cell, okay, what basically happens is, what did you read? Did you read, understand how a capillary is formed in xylem vessels? The xylem is acting like a thin tube. Yes or no, bache?
Yes,
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 ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So it's a thin tube, so diameter is more or it's going to be less?
Less.
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 Less. So if the diameter is less, because the cells of the xylem tube are made in such a way that the area of cross section is not much. The diameter is quite less. So they act like a thin tube, or they act like a, what is the word we had used for the scientific word for a thin tube? Narrow
Capillary.
tube? Capillary.
Capillary.
Yes, they act like a capillary. So because like you suck water, the water comes on, the level rises up. Similarly, in xylem also the same thing happens. Now understand this, let me explain it to you. See, the thin the diameter, the higher the level of liquid that will rise. Xylem vessels are made up of cells, where walls of the cells between are lost. What happens is, dekho bache, xylem vessels, they are made up of cells. But all cells do not have walls. Some of the cells, the walls are lost. There are no walls. So one cell connecting the other, one cell connecting the other, and what is formed is a thin capillary or a thin tube is formed. Understand this part very nicely. Now your xylem tube is actually made up of cells, and the walls of these cells gradually get dissolved off. The walls are not there. Had there been walls, there would have been a gap between two cells in the xylem. But we are seeing that there are no walls. The walls are dissolved off. The walls go off. So they are in direct connection with each other. The cells of, I'm talking about the cells of what? Xylem or phloem?
Xylem.
Xylem.
Xylem. So supposing you have 5 or 10 cells all attached to each other, but if they have walls, they're not directly connected to each other. But walls are shed off, the walls get dissolved off. As soon as a plant grows a little in age, the walls get dissolved off. So the cells, they connect to each other. And the cells, they have very less diameter also. So सारा काम बन रहा है. If you see, they are making a long tube because they've got connected to each other. The diameter is also less. So it's become a long but a narrow tube. That means it has become a, what has it become?
Capillary.
What is
Capillary.
it? Very good.
Capillary.
It has become a capillary. So what will happen now in this narrow tube or capillary? What happens in our daily life? The same concept is going to start. Water will be pushed up because of which forces?
Cohens.
Yes.
Cohesive and adhesive.
Now
Cohesive.
understand this once again. Xylem vessels are made up of cells where the walls of the cells are lost. So a thin capillary is formed. So a thin tube. So water will rise higher as the diameter is less. Two forces which help in transpiration pull, cohesion, adhesion. This is one force. They are both attractive forces. And the second is the capillary force. Remember, the thinner the tube, the liquid starts rising on its own. If the tube is thin, the liquid will start rising on its own. Is it okay? Now let me revise cohesion, adhesion, and capillary force with you. Then I'll explain transpiration pull. Something very interesting. Very quickly. Cohesion and adhesion. Very fast. What is cohesion?
Force
Attraction between
Force
same
of
type of
attraction between
molecules.
same
Okay. What example I gave you for cohesion?
transpiration.
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 Why is it called cohesion?
Because there is force of attraction between water molecules.
Very good. So they're similar molecules. So water, water, you're going to have this. Okay. Now tell me that one. Adhesion.
Force of attraction
Force
between
of attraction between different types of molecules.
Between different types of molecules. What example you did?
Water molecules and xylem vessels.
xylem wall.
So force between two similar or identical particles is called
Cohesive.
Cohesion.
Mm.
Cohesive.
cohesive force. And the force between two different kind of cells or different particles is called?
Adhesive.
Adhesive.
Yes, it is called as adhesive forces. So though both of them are attractive forces only, it is not that they are not attractive forces. Both cohesion and adhesion are attractive forces. The only difference is there the particles are similar, and in adhesion the particles are not identical. Okay, then we did capillary force. Whenever we use the word capillary in science, what do we mean?
A thin tube.
Narrow tube.
Narrow
A
tube.
tube.
Yes. So here when we are studying transport in plants, what are we considering it as a capillary?
Xylem.
Xylem. Very good. We are
Xylem.
considering xylem as a capillary. Okay. Which kind of a capillary should be there so that the liquid pushes on its own
Thin.
or it rises
Thin.
higher? Yes,
Thin
thin
with
capillary.
less
It has
diameter.
less diameter.
Very good. When you say thin capillary, you mean the less diameter one. So why is xylem acting like a capillary, children? Tell me. How is the xylem acting like a capillary? How did the xylem become a thin tube?
Because in there the cell walls are in the cells do not have cell walls. That's why.
Yes, the cell walls have already dissolved. And what about the diameter?
The diameter becomes
It-
less.
Less.
Yes, the diameter is quite less, so we can relate it to xylem. It's like a capillary. Thin diameter, so water will be pushed up. So two types of forces basically we said. First was the attraction forces, that is cohesion and adhesion. And the second was, which was the force we just did?
Capillary.
Capillary force.
Capillary
Capillary
force.
force.
Very good. Now, please see on the screen, there is a figure. Let me see what you understand from this. Going a little more detail into transpiration pull now. Please see the figure quickly. Let's see what you understand from this. I'm going very slow. We're just on the last part of the chapter. Absorption of water and then traveling of food. These are the two topics which are left. See the figure, bitches. Separate group is made for biology now.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Who's the class teacher? Gulshan sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
He was taking care of humanities earlier. He was the class teacher of 11th humanities. The 12th we already have two separate groups. 11th we did not have. Good, chalo. I shared the link on the main group. Then I saw your phone numbers being shared. I was just wondering what is this?
Ma'am, but it's very confusing. We have 3 to 4 groups.
Now you have 3 to 4 groups.
Yes, ma'am. We have another one of PHU also.
Computer also.
Oh yes, PhD computers. Then for physics and chemistry, Acha, sir may share it on the same group link. The teachers will have to share the link on both the groups then. Beta, you are getting confused with 3 to 4 groups. Okay, just count how many groups we have. You'll go mad. Chalo, kya samajh mein aaya bachcha? What are these? You should be able to identify now. These.
Root hairs.
Very good. From root hairs, I've already told you how water travels, it reaches xylem. Now the water from the xylem, root xylem to stem xylem. It's going here also. It's going to this part of the leaf. Okay. On the edges, see we have stomata. Can you see these edges, stomata?
Yes, ma'am.
And this is your xylem. I'm trying to explain something to you, so please see the figure first, everybody. This dark one which I've done, this is leaf xylem. What is this?
Leaf xylem.
Leaf xylem.
You have xylem everywhere, along the midrib also. See, this is also xylem. Sideways also you have xylem. And here on the edge, you have stomatas. What do you have here on the edge?
Stomata.
अब ध्यान से सुनना बच्चा. This is your xylem, which I told you is like a narrow tube. And here we have stomata, where the xylem is finishing. We have a stomata. So is it not like a pipe with an opening?
Yes, ma'am.
Pipe is this. Pipe is this. What is this?
Leaf xylem.
Leaf xylem. Okay, very good. So water was coming from here, here, and then it has entered this narrow tube. But there is a hole, there is an opening over here at the edge of the tube. What is that opening?
Stomata.
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 If you will understand this concept, only then you will be able to understand transpiration pull. So whenever I say imagine the xylem, imagine like a pipe with a what?
Opening.
Opening.
Yes, it's a pipe with an opening. Fine. थोड़ा सा confusion होएगा आपको, but कोशिश करते हैं चलो. I'm not going back and revising everything that how the water from the root hair reached the xylem. I think everybody remembers how water from root hair had reached the xylem. Root hair, epidermis,
Yes, ma'am.
cortex,
Yes, ma'am.
endodermis,
Yes, ma'am.
facet cells. Yes. So I'm not going to talk about that. I'm simply going to talk now that the water has already reached the xylem. From root xylem, stem xylem. From stem xylem, we are imagining that this has reached the topmost leaf of the plant. So we have xylem in the leaves, and I already explained it to you that xylem acts like a. It acts like narrow
Thin
what?
tube. Narrow tube.
Yes, it acts like a narrow tube or a narrow pipe. Till here, we have all understood that the xylem acts like a narrow tube or a narrow pipe. But Peter, this narrow tube or narrow pipe actually ends up into a opening. What is that opening here?
Stomata.
What is that opening?
Stomata.
Yes, it is the stomata. Till here, everybody is okay. Should I start explaining the structure thing now? If you have understood this, so everybody will remember xylem as a what?
Opening.
Yes,
As a thin tube.
a narrow tube with an opening. Opening is your stomata actually. See, beta, in leaves, I'm just revising the structure of dicot plant leaf very quickly. Only then you will be able to understand. Which leaf are we studying?
Dicot plant leaves.
See, in NCERT, you don't have these structures of dicot leaf or the structure of xylem, but the concepts are given to you. Ki yes, water will come in, it will go, and then it will come out. We just need to know the structure. Only then we'll be able to imagine or visualize ki haan, aisa hota hoga. That is why I just tried to draw for you. Very quickly, all of you see this is a structure, very rough structure of a dicot leaf. Epidermis is there, upper epidermis. Can you see the outermost layer? Which is the outermost layer? Upper epidermis. Please speak out. Which is the outermost layer?
Upper epidermis.
Something very special about this layer is written in the bracket. No stomata. What is special about this layer?
No stomata.
No stomata.
See, the outermost layer in a dicot leaf is upper epidermis. There are no stomata only. Just below the upper epidermis, if you can see, the second one we are coming to. Okay, bache, no stomata. Palisade layer. Can you see these box-like cells? Palisade layer. They have cuticle. What is special about this palisade layer?
They have
They have
cuticles.
cuticle.
So they reduce transpiration. Cuticle, you know, reduces the water loss in a plant. So the outermost layer was, Jaldi se tell me very quickly. We are talking about a leaf in a dicot
Upper
plant.
epidermis.
Upper epidermis.
What is special about this layer?
It has
No
There is
It has
no
no
stomata.
No stomata.
After epidermis, if we go, we remove the outermost layer and then niche jayenge, then we're going to find the palisade layer. A palisade layer contains what?
Cuticle.
Cuticle.
Palisade layer is nothing. They are simple elongated parenchyma cells. Okay. Now, all over down when you go, you have spongy parenchyma. Okay. Can you see this? Spongy parenchyma. And in the middle, we have this empty space where you have vascular bundles. What is a vascular bundle?
Combination of xylem and phloem.
Yes, your xylem and phloem. So whenever you think about a leaf, think like this. That you've got xylem and phloem here, all surrounded by which kind of cells? Spongy parenchyma. They're surrounded by which cells?
spongy
Spongy
parenchyma.
Spongy parenchyma cells.
Basically, they are all parenchyma only with a bit modifications. They're spongy parenchyma. Just above the vascular bundles, you've got a layer of palisade parenchyma. What does palisade parenchyma contain?
Cuticle.
Cuticle.
Yes,
Cuticle.
it has cuticle which reduces the water loss. And सबसे ऊपर we have a layer of.
Upper epidermis.
Okay. Now all of you see very carefully. Just below the upper epidermis and above the palisade layer, we have another layer where I have made small dots. Can you see small dots in the second layer?
Yes, ma'am.
This is your lower epidermis and these small dots are your stomata. What are these?
Stomata.
Okay. So we've got two epidermal layers. When we talk about a leaf of a dicot plant, how many epidermal layers are there?
2.
सबसे पहले you will take a leaf, you will try and remove the membrane, सबसे बाहर वाला membrane, you will find the upper epidermis. It does not have.
Stomata.
Yes, when the upper leaf layer will be removed, you will reach the lower epidermis, which contains.
Stomata.
Got. Then you got elongated parenchyma cells, which are called as which parenchyma? Palisade parenchyma. What are they called, children?
Palisade parenchyma.
Palisade parenchyma.
They have cuticle, then we've got spongy parenchyma, and then you've got your vascular bundle. Now, water, it evaporates through stomata. Because of what? Because of higher temperature. Now, why does transpiration take place? There are so many factors which lead to transpiration. Please remember, number one is high temperature. The number 2 is lower humidity. What are the two factors? I think this you have done also in 10th or 9th. Factors affecting evaporation. We've done, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If you see, transpiration is a kind of evaporation only, bache. So these two factors, main factors which will affect the rate of transpiration are temperature and humidity. Who will tell me? Let's discuss the relationship. How is the rate of transpiration related to the temperature? Direct or indirect?
Direct.
Direct.
Very good. The higher the temperature, the higher is the rate of transpiration. And what about humidity?
Indirect.
Indirectly proportional.
Yes, it is inversely proportional to the transpiration rate. We are studying about, I have explained structurally two things very clear to you. That what is the location of vascular bundles in the leaves, and also the xylem behaves like what? Tell me very quickly. I explained it to you.
A
Xylem
narrow
behaves like
tube.
Narrow tube.
Narrow tube.
with what? With
Opening.
an
With opening.
the opening is not in the xylem. It is actually, what is that opening where the xylem finishes?
Stomata.
Letters.
It is the stomata. So just these structural things you all should remember. See this quickly. Water evaporates through stomata because of higher temperature and lower humidity. Read this. When water keeps evaporating, we know that if there is a capillary, that is a straw, what will happen? Water will move up. Whenever there is a capillary, that means wherever there is a xylem, water will start moving up. But beta, suction is needed. What do you mean by suction? Sucking. What does the word suction mean?
Sucking.
You take a straw, you put it in a bottle of Pepsi, will it come on its own? The Coke or the water? It will not
No,
come. You
ma'am.
have to suck. You have to suck the straw or not?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
So we already have a straw. We already have a capillary, that is xylem. We also have a hole, that is the opening, which your straw has. What is only lacking now for the water to come up?
Suction.
Back of pressure.
Yes, very good. Suction is lacking now. Now understand this. Suction is needed. Why do we suck? Whenever we use a straw, let's discuss why do we
We
suck,
would be
beta?
pressure.
Yes, we remove all the air in the straw so that the place becomes empty in the straw, vacuum is created and water can rush up. So why do we suck? The moment we suck, when the straw is empty, there is air in the straw. So when we suck, we actually take up the air and it becomes empty. The straw becomes empty or vacuum is created in the straw. What is created is vacuum.
Vacuum.
Vacuum means it's all empty over there now. So water rushes up, or your cold drink or whatever that you're having simply rushes up. Now see over here. Due to continuous loss of water vapor from the stomata, that is the open end of our straw, that is xylem. Which is our straw?
Xylem.
Xylem. And we had a hole also, stomata. So there's a continuous loss of water vapor from there. Okay. Our straw, that is xylem vessel, a suction is created because of which water will move up. Water loss is continuously taking place. Okay. Water is being absorbed. It is being thrown out of the leaf by the process of transpiration. So vacuum is being created or not?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Xylem to khali hota ja raha hai because what was present in the xylem vessel is being lost out through that hole, that is stomata. So your xylem vessel ke andar to vacuum banta ja raha hai, khali hota ja raha hai. So wherever there is vacuum, liquid pushes up.